Welcome to the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. I'm Amanda Fowler. It's Tuesday the 10th of November. If you're here, could you say hello, leave me a message or a comment? I'll get set up, check on my iPad, make sure I'm in the right place. Just plugging in my power. Don't want to run out of power part way through. So, how are we all on this lovely Tuesday evening? Tuesday afternoon. Feels like Tuesday evening. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, looks like I'm live in the right place. Oh, yeah, I can see the comments now. Hooray. So my mum's here. Hi mum. Hi dad if you're watching. Michelle's here. Michelle, thank you very much for my card, which I'm going to show in a minute, and my lovely flowers. Amanda's here, Scylla's here, Maureen's here, Chris is here, Val's here. Wow, lots of people here. I have my coffee, my little radiator's on, it's warming up my office. So how are we all today? I've got a bit of a tickle, so my voice is probably going to go a bit weird. And I might cough. I think I'm alright, but I'm just warning you. So Trish is here, Lynn's here, Donna's here. So Australia is in the house, Minnesota's in the house. Hi Debbie. Marion's here as well from Western Australia in Perth. Thank you Debbie for sharing. Sue's here. Karen's here as well. Awesome. So, yes, please do share the video. Where you type in your comment, if you hit the share button, it'll share my video onto your Facebook page. It just means that I get to reach lots more people, which is really helpful. Thank you very much. And Susan's here as well. So, how are we all? What have we been up to this week? So, who's been baking, who's been card making, who's finished their Christmas cards, who's been Christmas shopping. I actually asked Brian if I could put the Christmas decorations up at the weekend. Those of you that know my husband can imagine his response. He wasn't amused. But I just figured it's 7 weeks till Christmas, we may as well just get on with it. Put the Christmas decorations up now, it'll be fine. No, have to wait until December apparently. So, Debbie's saying they're getting snow in Minnesota today. I love snow. That's one of the few things that I wish we would get some snow. Because here in the UK, we rarely get snow. And when we do get snow, everything stops because, you know, we can't cope with snow. And it goes all slushy and horrible. But here on the south coast, we're like 5 miles from the sea. So rare for us to actually get snow that will stick. Yeah, not so good. Right, so let's have a look. So Debbie had 7 inches of snow in October. Nicola's here. Carol's here. Oh, an itchy nose. Amanda's made mincemeat and chutney. Oh, brilliant news. And her craft room has been completed too. That's so exciting. We need pictures, Amanda. Share them in that Inspiring Inkin crafting corner. That'd be lovely. We love to see craft rooms. And Susan is going to make us all jealous because she's just come back from Grenada. And it's taken her till today to get over jet lag. Yeah, but it was worth it, Susan, wasn't it? Sun on your bones. Did you have a lovely time? Eloise is here. She's found me. Lynn's saying lots of people will be putting up their Christmas decorations early this year. Hi, Claire. Janet's, oh goodness me, you've been busy. Janet made her Christmas cake and Christmas puddings. She's trying to get her Christmas cards done, but lagging behind a little bit. Oh, Nicola said that she saw her first decorated Christmas tree in a house on Sunday. So, yeah. Oh, Claire's made Christmas chutney and Christmas pudding. And Belinda's saying hello. And Joanne's here as well. And Judith's here. Awesome. Yeah, I haven't made a Christmas pudding for years. Years and years. I always make the Christmas cake and I marzipan it and Kimberly decorates it. But yeah, I haven't made a Christmas pudding for years. And chutney, yeah, I've never really found I'm going to regret saying this, never really found a good chutney recipe. So yeah, and to be honest, I don't really like chutney, truth be told. I like mango chutney. I like relishes, but I don't like dark Branston-y type chutneys. Not my favourite at all, really. So there we go. Eloise is saying she's got the ingredients ready to make a Christmas pudding and a Christmas cake. Fabulous. Yes, my Christmas cake got its whiskey top up at the weekend, although I think it had too much whiskey in it to begin with. Just, yeah, I won't put it near the Christmas candles just in case it goes up. Oh, Amanda's saying that she's making a quite sweet apple chutney. And Joanne's saying that onion chutney is beautiful. Yeah, you see, yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. So, we didn't actually get up to very much at the weekend because, as you all know, it was our Stampin' Up convention. Thursday evening, all day Friday, all day Saturday. So I didn't really have time to do very much. We've got a project going at the moment, so I can't tell you about that. I will tell you eventually, but not at the moment. Yeah, we've got some we're building several things, but they're either sort of for Christmas or other stuff, so I can't tell you about any of them. That's not good, is it? I caught up on my crochet, so because obviously I designed the scarf that we're going to be carrying on with on Thursday, but mine's finished, so I had to start again on another one. So yeah, so that's I've been busy doing that and some other projects. So I haven't really got anything to report. I mean, it was raining again all weekend, so we haven't really done anything. So that's not a bad thing, really, in the big scheme of things, but yeah, there we go. So let's have a look. Sandy, don't worry about being late. I'm really grateful you're here. Oh, Susan's saying that she made Christmas pudding, not Christmas cake. And Sheridan's here as well. Oh, Sue's been busy. She's been switching between Christmas and birthday cards because she's got quite a few birthdays before Christmas. Ooh, she's trying a crochet poppy pattern at the moment until we do the next part of the scarf on Thursday. Oh, hi Stephanie. She's been making a triple pop-up cube card this week. They are so fun to make. I have been really interested to watch those, and actually I'm going to be filming one next week. Soon. So yeah, so that they are fun, and I've got quite a few different kind of pop-up style cards. Normally at this time of year I have my Extreme Christmas card class, and of course that's not running this year, and it's not the sort of class that I can run by post because of the amount of elements and stamping and techniques and stuff. So I'm going to be posting over a few Fridays some fun cards that you can make for special people for Christmas. Oh, Hazel's done all her Christmas cards, got to concentrate on birthday cards, and Anne's been making birthday cards as a present for an elderly friend. I think that's awesome. I think, you know, for those of us that are card makers, one of the best gifts that you can give your friends is a stack of your homemade cards. Because, you know, it's something that we all do. We all send cards. And when you've got a friend that you know appreciates the cards that you make for them, then giving them a stack of cards is a real win-win. It's just a really lovely thing to do. It also means that you can make more cards, which at the end of the day is always the plan. My microphone's just fallen. Did it make a big sound? I hope not. Ooh. Hopefully. Ooh, we'll see. It might fall down again. Claire's here as well. Let's have a look. Ooh. So Susan's saying she's got a good recipe for a Christmas cake with breadcrumbs, carrots, pineapple and cranberries. Yeah, my Christmas cake, I use a Mary Berry recipe, but I've tweaked it over the years. In order for Kim to be able to eat it, it needs to be dairy free, and I use light sugars rather than dark sugars. I'm not a fan of it being a really dark cake. So yeah, and I put cranberries in mine actually as well. Fabby. Sue's saying that she's missing the extreme card class. She's going to be using the wiper card pattern for her 3 and 7-year-old grandchildren cards. Yeah, so it's, yeah, I've had a few emails actually about the extreme Christmas card class. So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm going to post a few different things. So hopefully you'll find something in there over the next few weeks. So speaking about cards, I've got cards to show you. I've got lots of cards. I'm very excited and I am very blessed. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for those of you that send cards. So this one literally just arrived as I was coming upstairs, and it is from Val Peacock. Isn't it lovely? I love this sort of element here on the side. And that was a thank you card, no thank you, a congratulations card for my Stampin' Up! Awards. So that's really lovely, thank you Val. And this one's from the lovely Michelle. Got these little robins, I love this. And yeah, this this was on my doorstep this morning, and on the envelope was a it was through the letterbox, and on the envelope Michelle had written a note, check your doorstep. It's a beautiful little rose there, so that's really good. That's in my dining room. So this is a thank you card from one of my team for a gift that I sent them. It's from Sally. There's loads of dimension there, lots of different elements all being cut out. Ooh. This actually another thank you card from Sally for a different gift. I love sending things to my team. So yeah, so that's really pretty. And then yesterday, something very exciting arrived in the post, and I'm just double checking that she's here. She is here. So Marion, it arrived. So all the way from Perth in Western Australia arrived this. Isn't it beautiful? Now this it's called a matchbox fold, so or a matchbook. So if you can imagine the old-fashioned matchbooks, and inside it is this beautiful heart. Look. And it's blue, which is awesome. And it's called a Heart of Hope. And these are, I'll let Marion actually type it in. It's got a really sort of lovely story attached to it. But I'm really touched, Marion. Thank you. It's just so pretty. I didn't want to take it out of the packet until I'd shown it to everybody. And then I will. It's just so pretty. Thank you very, very much. There we go. So, aren't I the lucky girl? Right, so let's have a look. Okay. Am I freezing for anyone else? Or just Sheridan? Okay. Interesting. So, Jane's here. Hi Jane, how are you, my lovely? She's making elf fairy doors, which is very lovely. Amanda always does a boiled fruit cake. She marzipans and ices it. It doesn't need to be done till December. She's saying it's really moist. Yeah, my fruit cake's really moist too. There's a lot of whiskey in my cake. Oh, Marion, thank you. Awesome. So, here's a funny story for you. I have a great big long list of all the things that I want to do on Craft and Chat. So if ever you think that we might run out, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I usually decide what I'm going to do sort of the previous week or so, just to make sure I've got samples and that kind of stuff. And this morning I was checking Facebook, and Eloise had actually put on the Inspiring Inking Crafting Corner, did anybody have a pattern to make a cracker? And I just laughed because that's what I was doing today. And then Amanda wanted to know how to make crackers too. So I'm really excited because I was obviously in tune with you today. I have got a cracker pattern video on my Inspiring Inking YouTube page, but it uses the envelope punch board, and it's a hexagonal cracker. So if you look there and you've got the envelope punch board, then you can make that cracker. I've got 2 different sizes of cracker for you today. Not using the envelope punch board because we don't sell it anymore, but one that you can use scissors and one that you can use a punch with. So hopefully that will help. Crackers are, as far as I'm aware, crackers are a very British tradition. For my Aussie friends and my North American friends, are crackers kind of a thing on your Christmas table? I always get asked, because I make my own crackers most years, and I get the cracker snaps from that very famous auction website. And yeah, so I get them there, and actually you can get little kits that have hats and rubbish Christmas jokes and the cracker snaps at the same time. So that works really well. You have to be careful purchasing them because they're classed as explosives, and I think they have to come via a courier rather than Royal Mail, because obviously that's what makes the snap. But then obviously you can fill them with whatever you want to. Okay, so let me just check everything else. Yeah, so apparently Australia also have crackers. Karen's saying they don't have crackers in France. No. And Donna's saying yeah. So Australia, crackers are a thing. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, so I'm gonna get the camera turned around and we can get going with the crackers. Which, yeah, I love Christmas. Have I said that? I was actually really tempted to put my reindeer ears on today. But yeah, I might wait a week. Okay, so hold on. I will turn you round. Let's see. Whew. Okay. Right, what I am going to do is work out what's in shot. Okay, that's good. Move my coffee out of the way because that is always slightly worrying. I am very clumsy. Right, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make the big cracker first. And for this, I am going to use this paper, which is the Snowflake, have a look, Snowflake Splendor, page 37, this one. So it's got Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Poop Party, and Whisper White, and I'm using the Snowflake Splendor ribbon to go with this. We've talked about this ribbon before. It's iridescent, it's really beautiful, holds a bow really well, but is quite stiff. It's not scratchy, but it's not soft either. So that's what we're going to use for the large cracker. But for the small cracker, we are going to use this paper. And it's a bit of a sneaky peek. So we're using this paper, which is called 'Tis the Season. I've actually got 2 sheets of it here. I'm going to be using this side because I really love this. Holly. So if you have signed up for Craft Along, which is a week today, yeah, 17th, you're going to be getting this in your kit that should be with you really soon. It's been sent, so it'll be with you really soon. So that's what we're using for that. And then the ribbon that I am using is the double stitched satin for that. And this is a really soft ribbon. But again, this ribbon ties beautiful bows, as you will see. Well, hopefully you'll see. That depends on whether I tie a beautiful bow, but the ribbon will tie a beautiful bow. And all of the products that you see today, you can purchase from my online store. So if you scroll down, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube or on my blog, there'll be clickable links, and you can that'll take you straight to my online store. If you want to, you can also go to my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com, and there you can subscribe to my blog and get updates there. You can shop, and there's all of my videos and things there as well, and the same on YouTube under Inspiring Inkin. Okay, so let's get cracking. Did I really say that? Let's get cracking. Anyway, so this this is what we need. So we need 12 by 12 paper. You will see that you could make it a bit shorter if you want to, but I like a large cracker. So this is 8.5 inches by 12. And then with the 8.5 at the top, you're going to score every 2 inches. So you're going to go 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, ooh, and 8 inches. Now, with your scoring tool, just make sure that you're using the larger ball end rather than the thin one. The larger end is for your patterned papers, and just don't press too hard because you'll go through the paper. Just press gently. Then turn it around, and you are going to score at 2 inches, 2 3/4 inches, and 3.5. And then the easiest thing to do is flip it around and do the same. So 2 inches, 2 3/4, and 3.5. Hi Martha, thanks for joining, and hi Lucy-Ann, thanks for joining. Okay, so now what we're going to do is reinforce all these score lines. And again, I say this every time when we're making anything 3D, or we're making something that needs to move, you need to use your bone folder, and you need to reinforce these score lines. Okay, so it's probably slightly easier for you to see on this side. So you've got these score lines here. You've got the 3 score lines together. The middle one is going to fold up in a sort of mountain fold, and that's going to give you your cracker sort of shape. It's going to fold up like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our punch. So this is the smallest circle punch that Stampin' Up! Do at the moment, which is a 1.5 inch. And we're going to punch holes along this centre line where the score lines are. So if I fold that back, it's easier. So what you have to do is you put your punch in and you want the top of the circle to go onto that top score line, and you want it to be even there, like that. Okay, so you're getting a semicircle and punch. And just do the same all the way along. And then when you get to this one, so this is going to be your glue strip, so it's a very small piece. Again, line it up so it's in the right place, but obviously you're going to be missing a little bit of your circle there. And then the same on this side, so pretend that this is going to be the score line, so that'll go in the middle. So you've got a quarter circle there. Okay? And then you're going to do exactly the same on this end. So now using the punch in this way is the fastest way to do it. If you want to make your crackers out of cardstock, I recommend that you watch the smaller cracker and do that technique, because your punch will work through 2 layers of paper, but it won't work through 2 layers of cardstock. Okay, so that's the 1.5 inch circle punch. Okay, so this is your cracker finished. All we've got to do is glue it together. So if you fold one piece down, you'll be able to see that this piece will glue directly over the top. I'm going to use Tombow. You can use tape if you want to, but make sure you use a strong glue. And you go right to the ends. Just get it all lined up. So this is going to be a square cracker. And if I just show you, you just need to make sure that these now are going in like a valley fold. And yeah, that's going to give you your perfect cracker, I don't know, end. I guess that's probably the way we need to describe it. So I'm going to tie this one up first, and then I will explain about filling them. So when you tie this up, you need to tie it quite tightly, but be aware that if you pull it really tight, you might actually tear those little joining pieces. And then you're just going to wrap that around. So you've got your lovely finish there. So I'm just going to trim that down. Now, you would then, once you've fastened one end, you would then fill your cracker, and I'll show you from this end. So you can see that there is a hole there, So if you are putting things in that are smaller than that, as in they'll fall out, okay, what you need to do is put a little piece of paper or cardstock in there. What you can do is use one of these little punched out bits, just put a little bit of glue on it and just stick it there so it doesn't fall out. Okay, but then put all of your treats in and then just fasten it up. Now obviously you can put people's names on it, you can do lots more decorating on it. I like using them as place settings, and particularly the littler ones as well. But in actual fact, this also works really nicely as gift packaging, because actually that is a good size. So yeah, so that's all of the sizes. So whilst I have a slurp of my coffee, any questions about this cracker? Actually, I'll pop it like that so you get to see the whole thing. Oh, that's a good idea. And saying wrap the gifts in a little bit of tissue paper first, and then that would actually stop them falling out. That's awesome. Donna's asking if I use the snaps to make the cracker pop. Yes, I do, Donna. I haven't got any yet. And yeah, you put them in there. What will happen when people pull this cracker is these pieces will pull off. It will destroy the cracker completely. And a tip as well, so if you've got the cracker snap inside, I do this with any type of cracker, but if you just tell the people when they're pulling the cracker to hang on to the snap and hang on to the cracker, then it will definitely pull. Okay. So yeah, lots of questions about the snap bit. So, okay, so let's just pretend that this is the snap. It will just go in there, and I'm not going to be able to get it out again now, but it will just go in there and it will just sit there. Obviously, if you hold it up, potentially it will fall out. So if you're worried about that, then just get a glue dot and so put it in. Ooh. It's impossible to do this with a bendy bit of ribbon. Hang on. So if that's your cracker snap, stick it in and then put a glue dot and just stick it there. Yeah, so I think I've answered those. What would I recommend as fillings apart from chocolate, says Eloise? Well, everybody make some suggestions of what you could put in apart from chocolate. Chocolate works really well. So I tend to put after 8 mints in mine, so that they can have those with their coffee. But it depends. So if I'm making crackers for like friends who craft, look how perfectly your Tombow fits in there. Or a lip gloss. Bone fold won't fit in. But so crafting type things, lip glosses, things like lip balms or like little bottles of bubbles, bubble baths. If people have got like a favourite tipple, you could put some miniatures in there. Could be slightly dangerous though if they go flying across the table. So just yeah, I thought about that. Thought that was a really good idea, Eloise, and then thought no, because I'd end up with Baileys all over the table. That would be rubbish, wouldn't it? Yeah. What else? Oh, bath bombs. Yeah, look, I'm just looking here, and there's about four people who are also saying miniatures. Nail polish, lottery ticket, Nicola said. That's awesome. My sister-in-law always buys the family lottery tickets. Miniature booze bottles, bath bombs, yeah, all sorts. And for the men in your life, then how about like an unscented lip balm, miniatures, obviously, but other things that are useful. So I don't know, key rings or that sort of thing. Karen says that she always uses miniatures, and they don't smash, Karen. That's been my other worry. Packets of seeds, says Anne. Val saying scratch cards or small jewellery items. Chris is saying small crafting items. Marion saying lipstick. Awesome. Okay, so there you go. So there is your large size. But you know me, I'm not going to stop at one. And actually, I think I can probably do a third size, but I haven't worked out the measurements yet. So you'll have to wait for that for another day. So I'm going to use this one. So if you haven't got the big 12 by 12s, this is a 6 by 6. So we are going to turn that over and get the scoreboard out. And it's going to be scored at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 3/4, and 5. And then you're going to turn it round and you're going to score at 3/4, 1 1/4, and 1 3/4. Now we'll flip it round. 3/4, 1 1/4, and 1 3/4. Ooh, socks and scented tea lights. See, there's lots of suggestions there. I'm just going over all of my score lines again. Okay. So again, this is going to end up being this piece. And in actual fact, it's going to fold in like that because I'm going to have the holly on the outside. So that's how it's going to go eventually. But what we need to do is fold it again on that centre line. And this time, we are going to use scissors. Now, this is a bit more fiddly. We don't have currently a small enough punch to do this. And the reason that I'm showing you this anyway is so that if you want to use cardstock, you'll be able to do this with cardstock. Okay, so actually it might be easier for you to see it on this side. Maybe not because I've got stripes going, but you've got this score line here. So if you cut up the score line and then cut a triangle out on both sides. Now what you have to be careful of is you need to have a gap or a piece of paper in between the triangles. So don't make your triangles too big, as otherwise you're not going to be able, your cracker's going to break, and you don't want to do that. And don't worry necessarily about them all being exactly the same size, because if necessary we are going to snip them later again. Okay, so if I show you how it looks, so you've got this kind of shape. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same on this side. So you're cutting either side of the score line to make a triangle. And the benefit of using cardstock is obviously you can put weightier things in it and you can stamp it. But for me, the benefit of using patterned paper is I don't have to stamp it or decorate it, because it is exactly, it's decorated well already. Night, Marion. Thank you for staying up so late to see us. So we've got a few more suggestions. Mini marmalade, yeah, mini jams, herbal tea and honey. That would work as well. Okay, so you've got this smaller section here. So this is going to be the glue tab. So we're just going to put glue on here. And pop this down like so. Ooh. So just to make sure that these bits will fold in. Now you might find like this is not squashing very well, and it's basically because there's a bit too much paper there. So just trim those little bits a little bit more, and you only need to take a tiny sliver off like that. But it's better to take a little bit extra off afterwards than it is have it so skinny that it falls apart. Okay, so what should happen is that bit should just squash in like that. Okay. I'll just take a little bit more off that one as well. Oh, Jane suggested beard oil. That's a really cool gift. I bought my nephew, two of my nephews, beard oil. They are, yeah, they're from France, and they both are very tall and have very impressive beards, and I bought them beard combs and beard oil, and they were really impressed with that. So there you go. Right, so there we go. Look, and again you need to put your fillings in, and you can get snaps for little crackers too. And this size will also work nicely on a Christmas tree. as well. I'm not going to be able to fasten this. I did tell you that this ribbon tied beautifully, didn't I? But maybe I might not tie it beautifully today. Ooh, come on. Bye, Claire. See you later. Claire's joining us and having a sneaky watch, and she's at work. And Kerry's almost got caught watching me because she's working too. She's had to mute me. Oh dear, that's funny. Don't get into trouble. Don't get into trouble. Okay, so there you go. So there is the little cracker, which is super cute. And again, I'll show you the inside. So you can definitely get your snap in there. Things are less likely to fall out. That would probably still fit a miniature in there. But definitely sort of after dinner mints and that kind of stuff. So there we go. 2 crackers. Right. So Eloise is saying if she made them for the family up north. That was how she wrote it, not my attempt at a funny accent, because I'm rubbish at accents. She won't be allowed to send them via Royal Mail with the snaps. I'm not sure, Eloise. Check. But certainly, for things like that, I tend to send stuff Hermes. But just check. Just check. I'm not sure, because the rules change. I mean, I know for things like if you are putting nail varnish, you can only send 2 bottles of nail varnish. You can't send 3, and you have to put like a little declaration on the front. So just check, or ask at the post office. They'll be able to tell you. You might be able to do it, but you might need to put like a little sign on it. Gordy's asking what a snap is. So yeah, the snap is the thing when you pull a cracker and it goes bang. It's basically 2 pieces of paper, cardstock, that are kind of stuck together with, I'm guessing it's some kind of gunpowder. She says, I don't know actually what it is, but when you pull it, the action of you pulling it pulls the 2 bits together and it kind of explodes and goes bang, or snap, which is why it's called a snap. Yeah, so Eloise, Hermes, yeah, that's and if you're sending, certainly for gifts and things that are quite heavy, I quite often use Hermes, and they have a signed for option as well, and a like an insurance. So you pay probably a couple of pounds more, but I think it's worth it to, you know, you get it signed for, and also you get it insured in case something happens to it. Oh, Chris, thank you very much. Chris is on her way as well. Okay, so I think that's me done for today. I hope that you have enjoyed these crackers. If you have a go at them, do post some pictures. Join us over on the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner Facebook group. Everybody is welcome. We talk about all sorts of different crafts. We talk about paper crafts and yarn crafts and baking and all sorts of different things. And we share tutorials and things as well. So everybody is welcome to join us. There are a couple of questions that you need to answer before I will let you in, but that's just so that I know you're a real person, not a spam bot. So do come and join us over there. If you have any requests, like Eloise and Amanda, they were asking about crackers, then please do let me know. I would love to be able to design something for you, or make something, or showcase something. And it's the same as products. Any products that you might have that you're not sure what you can do with them, that sort of thing, let me know. And then I will include that in a future craft and chat. Thank you so much. Lots of thank yous coming up here, and Belinda and Val are both going to have a good go. I'm making some crackers, which is awesome. And if you are part of the crochet along, which is taking place all throughout November, then come and join me here on Thursday. So that's Thursday at 2 o'clock, and we will be doing part 2 of my scarf. It's been lots of fun seeing all the pictures in the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner of people that have already finished part 1, and they're champing at the bit waiting for part 2, which is fabulous. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, if you scroll down, whether you're on YouTube or on my blog, you'll find the links, or here on Facebook you'll find the links for that as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you all again very soon. So take care. Bye bye.